at least twice, 3 times a day, if I'm not out golfing. And relax. My father made the decision when I was 13 to make me leave the house and put me in a different household every year in a different school. He wanted me to be exposed to different variants of life. In the beginning, I had a huge problem with it. I couldn't understand why. And I realized then it was such a huge benefit to me that I got to live with these people and I get to see that not every household is the same. I'm Yahia Samawi. I'm a YPO member since 2005. I remember I went to Zurich and I lived with this family, and from day one, I walk in, dinner time comes, and she makes mushroom toast. And I tell her, I don't like this. And she says, Du musst essen, you have to eat. And the father her husband tells me in English, please eat because we will not leave the table until you finish. Kept my plate as is. She made them wait 2-3 hours. And then finally, I said, okay, go make the dishes. Second day, she made mushroom on toast. Third day, she made mushroom on toast. Fourth day, the fifth day I was eating it, and I asked for it the next day, and the husband said, please no. Her name was Frau Empfler. I will never forget. They were a family from Appensville. I think they had such an impact on my life, especially since I was in such a rebellious state of my life, getting into fights daily. She finally got called into the principal's office. The principal telling her, you know, this boy has been in my office more than any other kid combined. And she turns and looks at him and says, it must be their fault, because he is the most respectable child there is. To see somebody that you've been given hell to stand up for you in front of a stranger, to me that was one of my life-changing experiences. The conception of a child is a miracle. And I remember when my husband and I got married, throughout her pregnancy, I've been seeing some movies and stuff like that. And every time you see that the child, the mom dies when, for example. So every time we'd go to her doctor, is my wife okay? Is the child okay? And then when I saw this baby come out, and the first sound, I just lost it. You know, when they say we are pregnant, I think we men take too much credit for the we. You know, what a woman goes through. So I have 3 kids. Rifat, my eldest, 25 years old, named after my father. I have my second, who was a 22-year-old daughter, Alia, named after my mother-in-law. And then my cotton pud, as I call her, my Yazopai, Yasmin, who is 13 years old. And she's actually the one who is running this household today. I think the most challenging point of my life was 2016. I was living in Jordan at the time. I was driving back from Lausanne with my father. I turned to him and I said, listen, I have a question to ask you. What do you think about me moving to Geneva? Because the time we have together is less than the time we've had. And my father turns to me and says, I've wanted to ask you that also. So June 2016, because school's finished and everything in Jordan, I moved my family here. It's the first debate between Hillary Clinton and Trump. So I stayed up all night watching it because I told you I love politics. In the morning, my mom says, come, and tells my wife, don't let him drive. I knew something was wrong. So we get here, and the ambulance is outside, and they're trying to revive him. And I tell them, stop. And they're like, but we have a pulse. I said, yeah, you're gonna have a pulse, but he has a pacemaker, so he's gone, finished. I knew right there and then when I saw his face that he's gone.
You tell me that you're leaving, and I'm trying to understand.
To me, that was the low life of my life. I lost someone that has a vast significance on my life. I lost my father, my best friend, my brother. He was everything to me.
And knowing that you're gonna leave me behind, I gotta make you see. Gotta make you see. I gotta make you see. And I still love you. I love you.
Now, I joined the YPO in 2004, and I did nothing with the YPO until I moved back to Geneva in 2016, where I decided to take an active role in YPO. And it made me regret not having done that before. Really, YPO, what you put into it was what you get out. And I had never joined the forum, everything until 2016. Actually, I just joined the forum now. And decided to get involved with the Exco, was the learning officer, was the financial officer first, then the learning officer. Now I'm the chapter chair for Gold. Meeting people from all over the world, the fact that I know I can pick up the phone and then I have 1,000 people in this country and 1,000 people in this country, and I love it. I'm Yahia Samawi. I'm the chair for YPO Gold Alpine. I look forward to meeting and seeing every one of you, especially in person.